Good evening, everyone. I am back. Ronan is back again. By myself this time, though. Welcome to round number 12 of the Premier Racing League. Today we are racing in Monza. Lovely V track. Very, very, very quick. One of my top favourites now. If everyone gives me a second, I'm going to link the live stream here. If I can. There you go. I'm going to... 1 second, everyone. Apologies. My headset just went off. Welcome. I apologise everyone for this small inconvenience. There's the share button there. Copy link. Where is the stream links? Perfect. Okay, now we can get going. Right, so let's go over the important stuff first. So, that is very loud, but anyway, there is an impending constructors battle on at the moment between Red Bull and Mercedes. There's only a 25-point gap just at the moment between Mercedes and Red Bull, so it's going to be some big fights, considering maybe there's only four races left really on the calendar. We're coming to a close very soon. No, I'm missing my co-commentator right now. Very, very sad stuff. Hopefully he will come back very soon, because it's the voices on my head just don't do. You know. But we're on board at the moment here with Stinky Pinky. Looks like he's on a quick lap here. So constructors battle impending. Also, if you didn't know, the top of the standings for the drivers at the moment is El Madrigo. Despite having only 2 wins under his belt, he's been super duper consistent the past 11 rounds. So has steamed his way up to the top, and really doesn't seem like anyone's going to stop him, to be honest. Lots and lots of traffic on the track at the moment, so we'll see how Stinky Pinky does here. Now Rick gets a 120 and 123, and Stinky Pinky comes in with a 120.7. So 120.3 was the time to beat until Ren hits a 120.0 there. So let's go have a wee look. We're on board here with IRS Donsta, part of the IRS group. There's plenty of them in the lobby today. We have IRS Hellahai and his team at IRS Donsta. Now Mr. Cookie is into the 119s now. He's set a 119.9, and also I saw Trustpool there setting a 124 too. So a couple more on the board there, 121s. Not the greatest laps. They're gonna have to really push it there. There's about 2 seconds difference between those who have set their times currently. So good set of corners there for the AlphaTauri of IRS at the moment. I hope the stream is working just fine. No one's in the stream. I'm gonna make sure this stays live. Anyway, yes, IRS Dunson says the fastest lap of qualifying so far with 119.6 quick lap for him. Now, unfortunately, I've just noticed 2 people have been disqualified. That sucks big time. So Stinky Pinky, oh, wee bit of a spin there for Don Stay, better get out of the road. Good lad, stick it on the grass or get out of the way. Anyway, a few people just have been disqualified from the session. Stinky Pinky will not be impressed. Neither will TC Stooge, who is also new. I've never seen that name before. So, no. On a positive note, there's 20 people in the race for the first time since like round 1. So it's It's great to see a full lobby for once. It's far more competitive than 20 cars on the grid. Just unfortunate we've already had 2 DNFs in qualifying. But I swear I put that in the... It mustn't have loaded anyway. That's a very, very, very fast Aston Martin there. Very quick Aston Martin. Now who is that? Isn't that Aston Martin? Must be TJ McGowan. It was not TJ McGowan. It must have been Hazard. Yeah, it was Hazard going very, very quick. Now let's put on the spectator menu here and we'll look at some telemetry and we'll lap data enabled and track map, full track map, details. So we'll go. Yes, okay, perfect. Hazard looks like he's got a very, very quick setup there. He's flying, not much of a change now. More people are setting down initial lap times. Very, very strong from the top 4 there. Gunsta, Cookie, Ryan, and Hella High. No, a wee bit deep there. No, we snap over straight there too from Hazard, but that's his lap. If he was doing a lap, it's pretty much ruined. Just it's great that he has such high top speeds, 213 mile an hour there. Coming into that corner, very, very quick. So still a few not to set times just yet. They've got plenty of time. 10 minutes to go. There's very, very strong initial laps from a few drivers there. Very strong indeed. And he just comes into the pits. That makes sense. Now this is Bomber Brown. He is new. We'll just watch him do his lap here. I guess on the power there very, very quickly. Obviously, I was thinking that he might have been running no traction control. Oh God! Be careful! You can't touch that grass, Bomber Brown. Cannot touch that grass. That was decent through them corners. Good bit of car control there from Bomber Brown. Doing a good job here. Down the back straight. Now, as you can see here, well, let's have a little look at his top speed coming into this at 204 miles an hour. Now, let's compare that to Hazard, who we're watching, was 213 miles an hour, 9 miles per hour quicker, which is absolutely insane to me. To be honest, that's the setup differences it's unbelievable, genuinely unbelievable. Let's see how he gets on. He comes into the pits, decides not to do the lap, doesn't do our lap. So just trying to keep an eye on people that are possibly doing a lap. We shall see. Not really any change just yet. Now he's going 217 down the straight. That's pretty quick. I would like to say keeping an eye on a lot of people's top speeds going through here, because setup is so crucial for this track. I can't even think at the moment. I'm so hot. I should have had some dinner earlier, but I kept putting it off. I was thinking, oh, I don't have time to make it, but now I'm starving. I think I've got some pasta anyway. Anyway, no one wants to hear about my dinners. Magical looking quite quick here. He's 210, 13, 14. Now 214. He's 1 mile an hour quicker than Hazard there. Now, I just noticed as well, Crusader Champs has also been disqualified from the qualifying as well. Unfortunately, that will her qualifying from the rookie driver here. Decent exit. from El Magico here. Let's see how he fares. He's 120.2. Now Rick, I just noticed Rick as well is also good into the 119s. Just pipping Mr. Cookie there. Very, very close between the three. Those three drivers. But the second, third and fourth and fifth drivers are only about a tenth within each other at the moment. Most drivers now have set times, luckily, with 7 minutes left to go in qualifying. IRS Dunsta sets another fastest lap of qualifying, just pipping out his old time there, barely, with a 1:19.643. I think there's maybe it was hundredths in that, hundreds and very little hundredths between his first time and his second time there, but is still doing enough to just pip everyone else of that top spot at the moment. So we'll go away from El Magico here, and we will go to Ren. Oh, that was too close. He left that really, really late to pull out. Oh my goodness. I don't know how effective the tow would have been, considering how slow he was going, but it must have helped him a bit because he's gained a tenth of a second there and has moved himself up in the second. But oh my goodness, he was so close into hitting the car in front of him there. That was crazy. He hits the cardboard there a bit, but good time there from Ren, pipping out Rick by 3/1000ths of a second. Now we're on board here with another one of our newbies, Ernie Burney. Few rookies coming in this week, luckily. Some fresh faces, some fresh drivers coming in. Hopefully going to put a spanner in the works of this championship, I do hope. Looks like Crusader's just tucking down the mic. He hits 213 mph as well. Right, that is not ideal for Guderi. What's he done? He's parked it in a dangerous location, apparently, and he is disqualified from the session, unfortunately. Seems to be something seriously wrong with his car there. I'm not really sure what happened. That's so unfortunate. That's already 4 disqualifications from the race already. That is not the race, the qualifying Ronin. Oh my goodness. Anyway, Dietrich Prince here hasn't really got a chance to set a real lap time, so we'll be looking to set a decent lap time. He came in there with a lot of speed, unfortunately. Not a great angle coming into that corner. He just comes into, I think this is Lesmo. Yeah, Lesmo 1 and Lesmo 2. Fucking remember all the names of the corners. And then this is Ascari. I think someone correct me if I'm wrong, please. Corner names are not my forte. That was so unlucky there by Dietrich Prince. He was on a pretty quick lap there to himself. Needs to stay off that grass. So unfortunate for him. Just not able to keep it together through that chicane, unfortunately. And this lap time, he has to set some kind of lap time on the board, but it's going to keep him in the same place, and obviously he's going to get done for track limits there as well. Now, with only a few minutes to go, will our order change now? I assume it will somewhat, because people will be starting to do their last laps now. We're now on board with Mr. Cookie here on a very quick lap from what it looks like. So with plenty of DRS coming down this straight. Not going particularly quick on the straights, but quick enough. He's Great acceleration coming out of this corner. Great line for him. Hopefully should get him up into a better spot, and it does. Mr. Cookie there, even with a lower top speed, is able to get himself 6/1000ths ahead of IRS Dunstan. Very, very close to qualifying. It's insanely close between a lot of our drivers here. Puts himself on top though. Manages to put himself out there now. Let's on board now with IRS Hellahigh. His teammate, his teammate is in second. His teammate and his clanmate, I don't know, IRS clanmate, I guess, going very fast down this straight. It's gonna hit 213 miles an hour as well. A little bit slow coming around that chicane, but should be able to manage a quick lap as well. Hopefully in the sub 120s. That's what he'll be hoping for anyway. It's 206 there at the end of that straight. Ah, he had a good exit, but just a little small spin, and that has his lap ruined, just unfortunately. He'll have to go into the pits now. Or, no point in going into the pits, he just crosses the line there. Not ideal for him. Now, moving on now. Everyone now getting ready, going on to their final lap. 40 seconds left in qualifying. What will change? Have people timed their runs well? We shall see. That's not ideal. He's hit the barriers there, unfortunately. Mr. Cookie just witnessed that right at the end. Looks like Ren's going in his final lap too. Rick will just cross the line to do one last final lap for him. IRS Hellahigh will not make it in time. J-Rock doing his final lap, and that is at the Mercedes of Trust Pool, just dipping off there a little bit on the grass. Now that is us. Qualifying is now over. The checkered flag has been raised. Few people now just getting raised. So provisionally we have Mr. Cookie on pole at the moment. Now, what will these individuals have to say about this pole? Will they be able to do a quicker time? That is the question. Now on board with Ren here. Let's see what he has to say about Mr. Cookie's provisional pole. Not the best exit from him, but will it be enough? Get into those 119s. He is in the 119s. Woof. 119.6. Very close. Not enough just at the moment. IRS pits. We have Rick V, really the only real challenger left at the moment. Let's see how he can fare now. Whether he can dethrone Mr. Cookie for pole. It's a fantastic exit out at the last corner. Will it be enough for him? And it is with a 119.4. Excellent. Rick V takes pole, beating Mr. Cookie out by about a tenth and a half there. So excellent lap there from Rick. Just beating out a lot of these super duper competitive drives there from quite a few of our top drivers there. So great qualifying. Very close there. There's really nothing in it at all. If you have a look here, even with our top four, 119.48, so 119.63, 64, 69. There's thousands and hundreds in that. So we'll have a look now at our starting grid for the race coming in about 30 seconds. So we've got Rick P1, Cookie in P2, Donsta in P3. We have Ren P4 and Chirac in P5. We have Hellahigh and Trustpool, El Magico then in P8, Hazard P9, Stinky Pinky in P10. Then we have Harry, Aramleth, Ernie, Stay, TJ McGowan, Bomber Brown, Deirdre Prince, and Crusader Champs, TC Stooge and Kadiri then, all who did not get a good lap in. So, we shall proceed now with the race. Now, I'm pretty sure there's a formation lap, so I'm very silly, and the first few times I've done this, I completely forget there's a formation lap and start talking as if the actual race has started. But yeah, it's going to be, I can tell from qualifying, this is going to be an excellent race. Very, very close race, and I can already tell. That one lap pace for some of those drivers was excellent and exceptionally close. This corner, this first corner here, in Monza, very famous for, probably the most famous corner for sending people into the Shadow Realm. Infamous for the very many deaths I have witnessed in esports driving into this corner. It's insane. Now, we'll go to the spectator menu here and we will look at people's tires. So, quite a great deal of strategies here in place. So we have, that's not ideal for Crusader, has already been disqualified there. Most people choosing the mediums. Wise move there. Rick on the hards. Also possibly a wise choice from him if he thinks that they can hold back Mr. Cookie behind him on who are on the softer compound tires. And also we have two Deirdre Prince and El Magico who are on the softs, which is a very interesting strategy for me. Now, the only reason I can think they would do that is, for me really, I would choose the softs if I was gambling on a safety car, which in Monza is entirely likely to happen, and in this in this league especially, the number of safety cars is unprecedented, which makes it so much more fun to commentate because of all the drama. So no complaints here for me at the moment. I see people in the group chat at the moment, Ren bragging that they're both ahead of the Red Bulls, so very important there for them in the constructor standings. Make sure that our stream is working perfectly, thank goodness. Everyone lining up now. There's a couple of guys who were disqualified there, have already lined up with especially cold tires. Now it looks to me wisely that Mr. Cookie has angled his car. Stinky Pinky's been disqualified again. Anyway, so ready to get going in a little second. Mr. Cookie's angled his car excellently there to attempt to cover off Rick. Going in very, very aggressive. So, waiting for the starting lights now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're off, boys, we're off. Oh my goodness, Mr. Cookie gets an excellent start there right off the end. Ren gets a great start. Mr. Cookie's storming past Rick there. Ren gets 2 places. Oh, there's a spin there by the Ferrari Chirac, who's made multiple places off there. This car stopped all over the place. Car streaming down. Crusader Champs has been disqualified from the session. Ren's went down multiple places. Rick gains the place back after Mr. Cookie's dropped down 5 places there. There's yellow flags in Sector 1. Multiple places lost there for Mr. Cookie there. El Magico has gained 4 places at the moment. This is a crazy start, guys. So we'll telemetry enabled, lap data enabled, tire penalties, stops, position change. So as you can see here, guys, the Ryan has lost 15 places and Chirac has lost 14 there, so probably a lot of damage there from them. A couple of guys up lots of places. Harry's up 6. Just pull up 5. Looks like there's another yellow flag there in Sector 3. It's been cleared up though now. Just pull up 5 places, an incredible start from him. After this, just an atrocious start from Mr. Cookie, he's dropped down so many places now. So we're going to go on board here with Mr. Cookie, who has lost all those places. Maybe try, not going to make the move here. Just goes down. No, I'm just noticing I've saw someone go down a few places as well. Hazard's went down multiple places there too. At the start, Ryan's lost another place. Wheel to wheel here, action with Bomber Brown. He leaves the B. 2 Ferraris sandwiching. He gets a great run here and now has the inside line for this chicane. Gets the move done, handing off a little bit of contact there, not too much though. Looks like IRS Donsta has lost many places. He's in the wall. He's around the wrong way. He's ghosted, luckily. Very lucky he's ghosted. He's lost 15 places since the start of the race. He was qualified in 3rd, along with his teammate there. He's lost so many places there. So our top 4 there just unluckily have lost 13, 12, 10 places. It's really pretty grim for them at the moment. So very unfortunate there for a lot of those drivers. That's an excellent lap there from Rick with a 122.7 on the hards with full gas tank there. Excellent lap. That's if he can keep that up, he'll be storming ahead. Now we're going to go on board here with IRS Hellahigh, who is the DRS range. Just I just noticed there Ernie gets the overtake on TJ McGowan there. On board here. Bomber Brown gets a 5-second time penalty for speed in the pit lane. Both Ferraris in the pit lane at the moment. There's a yellow flag in Sector 3, I wonder who that is. Still another yellow flag in Sector 3 now. Looks like Chirac has DNF'd in the pits, unfortunately. That's 2 guys now DNF'd. One of our rookies, Crusader, is disqualified, and Chirac unfortunately DNF'd from the race. So Mr. Cookie then slowly making his way back up the pack. Almazigo closing in up 4 places now on IRS Hellahigh. Rickfee maintains his number 1 spot despite Mr. Cookie getting a great overtake there at the start. Now Kadiri gets a 5-second penalty for corner cutting. Wow, that must have been a big corner cut from him. Now that's a yellow flag in Sector 3 there. Who knows who that is? Possibly Kadiri. Losing some time. Very quick down the straight till match ago. And those soft tires, he should have. Oh, a little bit of lag there. That's not ideal. Small bit of lag. Looks like Iris Dunster gets the overtake there on Deirdre Prince. Moves up again, just trying to, from being last down there, this is, considering he had that spin right at the start, put him right down to the bottom of the pack. Which is unfortunate. Hazard sets the fastest lap of the race with a 1:22.5 on the mediums. Hazard very quick, but has lost a lot of places there at the start. Unfortunately, unsure what actually happened there with him. We'll have a wee look at TJ McGowan now, see how he fares here. He's big battle here at the moment. 3-car battle right now. Now look at this here, wheel to wheel here, going through the chicane. He's wide, and he loses the place. Now I've just noticed TJ McGowan has hit the wall. He's not out, but also I saw another car hit the wall. Who was that just hit the wall as well? TJ McGowan. That's Kadiri as well. I saw 2 drivers spin off in that corner at once. TJ McGowan loses more places, unfortunately for him. His teammate is coming through this chicane. He's very far behind now. Right, Aram left. in behind Harry. He was within DRS range. He looks like he's about to lose it there due to a very poor exit. Now, however, Harry slowed down there quite considerably. I don't understand. He lost about a tenth of a second there going through that wee bend there. Not ideal from him. A lot of drivers. He's in the pits. Few drivers in the pits there now, just getting the new front wing, new set of tires possibly. No real movement since the start of the race from the top four. It looks like El Magico though is starting to push. Those tires are going to start to hurt now, them softs. It looks like they've head off now. IRS Hellhigh's had a little spin. Moves down the order, just very, very quickly here. His tires are going to be lit up now. He's going to lose quite a considerable number of places here. The Haas should get the move done on him here. That is very... Now, he just goes a bit wide there, and IRS Hellhigh is able to take advantage of that. Loses a few places, but is able to gain one back there due to a small mistake from TC Stooge. Now, El Magico now in third on the softs. I wonder how his tyres are getting on. That is the question. El Magico done an excellent job here. The gamble has seemed to have paid off just at the moment. No safety car yet though. Despite the amount of spins and crashes we've seen so far in the race, El Magico will be praying for a safety car now, so he gets a virtually free pit stop. Now, that's a yellow flag now in Sector 2. Wonder who that was from. I don't know, someone just went wide there possibly. Iris Donsta in 11th, is catching to his teammate actually. He was up in third there for a time. Great battle here going on between the Mercedes and the Haas. We'll try to look up the outside here. Is ahead coming into the straight and gets the move done on the straight. Excellent job from Ren there up into 9th. He was initially in 4th but lost a few places at the start. Now Stooge looks like he's heading into Stinky Pinky. Evans ended up in the pits. Stooge now gonna try to make another move here. Now he decides against it. Wise move. FML Stinky Pinky gets quite a few places taken away considering his pit stop. He pit quite early there. Trustpool, he's on the edge there of the DRS range. If he loses this DRS range, he is in trouble. He is in big trouble. Massive trouble he needs to catch. And he knows it too, so he has to put his use a lot of his ERS here to try to get back within a second of Rick. He needs this ERS to be able to stay in pace of Rick. Is he able to get it back? Not for long though. It looks like Rick got a great exit there. He does have DRS however. Daedric Prince gets a 3-second time penalty there. Mr. Cookie making the move here on El Magico with the DRS. Makes the move stick. El Magico slots in behind, is back and forth. Moving down then the grid to Ren, who is closing in on the AlphaTauri. The AlphaTauri has got a very poor exit there. Not the best line from him. Now, AJ McGowan doing a lot of fighting there with Ernie burning down the bottom. But Ren very close now, trying to get his positions that he lost at the start back. Now, very aware that Magico, his softs are not going to last for very much longer, to be honest. Now, Ren has the DRS here, gonna get the great exit too, so it will be very close behind here. I don't think he's gonna be able to make the move, probably not the best opportunity. Should probably wait stay close in behind as much as he possibly can. Doesn't he get some decent exit? He should have a tow here. Gets quite close. He will certainly have. No, that's unfortunate. There's a yellow flag in Sector 2 at the moment. No, that's El Magico who's lost multiple places. He's went into the pits. It's very silly. Ren. Now El Magico is pitting obviously because he was on the softs. Now Ren was unable to make the move there. Just maybe had a poor exit coming onto the main straight. Lots of yellow flags going up. Lots of spins and things, but nothing considerable enough to worthy safety car at the moment. Really, the pack has spread out quite a little bit. Everyone's settled into their own pace and waiting for the mass pit stops to happen now. The only real battle on track at the moment is Halahai and Ransan at the moment. Ran close, using a small bit of his ERS to catch up. Should try to get as much tow as possible here coming into this straight. Now that is very unfortunate. That suits Ren perfectly. IRS spins off into that corner. I think he's done that again. The second time he's spun off in that corner. His teammate looks like he's about to overtake him. Now Hellhigh loses those places unfortunately due to that spin. El Magico, what tyres is El Magico wearing? He's in the hard, so looking to go to the end then on those hards. No more stops required. Now that's Hazard with the DNF. Hazard's DNF'd. Yellow flags in Sector 3 here right now. Where has he DNF'd? He's off the track. He's DNF'd. Don't think that'll warrant a safety car. Maybe a VSC at the most. Nope, no, nothing at all. He's very far off the track. So no safety car. Hazard DNF unfortunately. I thought he was showing great promise during qualifying, but just unfortunate that he wasn't able to keep it on track and had just a little accident unfortunately. Now let's go back here to IRS Halahai. Due to that spin he's lost a couple places, but he's catching up on Steb, who was able to make an overtake on him because of his spin. He seems to be much quicker than Steb on the straights. Lots and lots of speed coming into that corner. Shouldn't be too difficult to get the overtake. He's very careful now through that corner. Very, very careful so he doesn't bin it again. Lots more top speed than Steb. It's very easy to tell. I don't doubt that he will get the overtake here pretty easily. Pulls out right at the last moment. Cruises past him. 2 car lengths ahead now at that stage now. That is Stinky Pinky who's had a wee spin in Sector 3. A lot of people spinning out in a very similar place. That's two who's that? That is Kadiri, who spun out in the runoff zone there and comes back on track now. Lots of yellow flags happening now. That's Ren, who's going very slowly and must have had an incident there, but everyone safe and sound at the moment. All these yellow flags making it very interesting indeed. Lots of accidents happening now. Trustpools went into the pits. Interesting move from him, attempting to get the undercut. Harry gets a 5-second time penalty there for pitting. Everyone seems to be going into the pits now. Few people not pitting, and Ren comes into the pits there as well. Will Halahai follow him? He does. Steb does not pit. Halahai speeding in the pit lane. Lots of people getting penalties there for speeding in the pit lane. Quite a few individuals in the pits. which is interesting to me. Arm left now in second officially. Rick Fee there in P1. Has not pitted yet. He's got the hards on, so he'll be able to last a few more laps, I assume. Trying to make those hards last as long as he possibly can. Try to make a bigger gap between himself and the cars behind. Now, despite all those pit stops, it seems to have spread the pack out more. It looks like Rick's coming up onto a back marker. I assume that's Stinky Pinky, who's had a lot of accidents and spends this race. Iron left in the pits now, so he's going to lose. Yeah, those places, as well. Those guys behind them too have not pit yet, so up they go into the pits. Now, Rick Fee, I'm about a pit stop ahead at the moment. Now that's unfortunate. Now Kadiri's just as DNF'd, unfortunately, so that is a full safety car. A safety car. That's a full safety car. Now whereas Kadiri went off, he's went off right there. He's out of the race, unfortunately. I don't know how on earth he did that. But that is a full safety car, so me complaining about how far apart the cars or has changed the dynamic quite a bit. So Kadiri out of the race, and there is a safety car now in Monza, so everyone is going to be catching up now. So Rick potentially will go into the pits now. Smart move from him. He luckily he came in just at the right time. Just came in at the right time, so I say will possibly come out ahead here of Trustpool. We will just see. I think he will come out ahead. Yeah, certainly will. Rick Fee, paid off for him to stay out a bit later. Now he comes out in front with Trustpool in behind now. So Mr. Cookie in the pits now. Also will lose a few places, but will have the benefit of extra tyres. Now that is very interesting. He has a set of inters on. Now as you all know, I have no idea what the weather's going to be like, so Mr. Cookie can obviously see something we can't. He is clearly a weather forecaster, so Mr. Cookie predicting rain, possibly. Most others though going on the softs. There's no real on the inters. Now I see there are some grey clouds forming. Now depends how long this safety car will last for and how quickly that rain comes in at. It seems very dull at the moment, so it could come any second. Now also the speed at which the rain falls also will have an effect on how useful those inters were. He's going to have to really look after those tyres because they are going to be very hot. He will not have to worry about hitting them up anyway. So Mr. Cookie unsure about the inters. We will see though what's up with that strategy. No, that's not the spectator menu. So everyone pretty much has already stopped bar your bottom 5 who have stopped twice now. Mr. Cookie, it mustn't have been a mistake because he stays out. There's TC Stooge who's went into the pits for some strange reason. Maybe also trying enters. You wouldn't know. But this gamble for Mr. Cookie, if it works, could massively pay off if it decides to rain, which it looks like it might. You have to be very careful with those tires. Be very, very careful with those tires. Indeed. Make sure the stream is up and running correctly. Yes, we are still up and running correctly. 6 people watching currently. If anyone has any thoughts on Mr. Cookie's strategy, now that's definitely not going to help him if he does that again. Any thoughts on his strategy? Right. Just having a look at the sky there, looking even more grim than it was earlier. Very grim indeed. So one more lap now of the safety car. I assume this will be the last lap. We've had 3 laps under the safety car now. It's quite a short. It's quite a short circuit. This, I feel like 27 laps goes by quite quickly in the long run. Back when the safety car, when the safety car. But right, spectator menu. Right, that's not ideal for Dietrich Prince there, who has had a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Seems to be quite important. A lot of people have done that. Stops tires now. As you can see, we have another person on the enters, TC Stooge. I assumed that, and there's Dietrich Prince as well, also on the enters. So, prediction of rain. It'd be just a lap too soon for the enters, I think. Safety car is going to come in this lap. And there is no sign of rain just at the moment. No DRS being disabled. Nothing like that at the moment. So most now on the hards, we've got a few medium runners as well. Now that's someone just humbling down the order. What have you done, TJ? You've had a wee spin and you're right the way back at the back. So far the rain not appearing at the moment, so there we go. Safety car in this lap. Now, no rain, to my knowledge. Now, let's see how Rick does with his takeoff here. Will he slow right down? We'll just watch him here as he goes. He's very, very slow. Getting ready to go, hopefully around this corner. It doesn't go off yet. Taking his time. In third gear now, and away he goes now, I think. That's him, yet gets a decent start now. Trustpool caught sleeping a little bit, because I imagine goes quite close behind him there now. Mr. Cookie on the Inter seems to be closing in on Aram left here. Let's go down to them and see how that's faring. A lot of cars in the road here. Mr. Cookie gonna lose a place or two there. Yeah, loses a few places. He's gone ghost actually. For a bit now. There's a yellow flag in sector 1. It's been green flagged again. Mr. Cookie loses 1 or 2 places there. Rick V maintains his first place. Under pressure again now, Mr. Cookie from Stet and Ren here. Ren especially putting on lots of pressure. He's out onto the grass there for a little second. He's gonna lose a lot of traction there. Behind TC Stooge. On the Inters at the moment, he's going to be much quicker than TC. Right now, he's going to have much better traction. Yeah, easily gets the move done there. Dietrich Prince gets the move done on Bomber Brown. IRS don't stop in 6th on the hards. Quite close now, even closer though. Stinky Pinky on the Haasman. That's a yellow flag in sector 3 again. DC Stooge and Stinky Pinky having a battle here. Stinky Pinky gets past. Rick sets the fastest lap of the race. Now, Ren doing surprisingly well on the inters, but it's just gonna, or no, Mr. Cookie's doing surprisingly well on the inters, but it's just gonna get overtaken here. Right now, there's a lot of cars all over the place at the moment. Mr. Cookie gets overtaken again. Arameth goes wide. Ren gets the place. Arameth is just 2 places there in 1 corner. The inter-runners just massive gamble there, just not paying off particularly well for them. Now Iris hella high. It's past Stinky Pinky there. Mr. Cookie though, he's now, I think that he drops the rain. Now this is where Mr. Cookie's tyres will start to improve. Now he's lost a few places. I can't imagine what his tyres are like in terms of the DEG being on the dry track on wet compound tyres. Now he will start getting a bit more traction now and bit more grip. Not that much yet now. DRS has been enabled now. I can't imagine DRS being enabled for much longer given the little drops of rain that I am witnessing. Rick is storming ahead of Trustpool at the moment. Now unfortunately he loses another place there, Mr. Cookie. Very unfortunate, he's down into 10th now on those inters. Alright, we're gonna head up here to El Magico. He's quite close enough now to Trustpool. El Magico though, and slightly older hard compound tires. It's so hard to watch El Magico because of how bad his connection is to this game every single week. But yeah, we'll have a very close battle here between IRS Dunsta and M. Harry. Now he misses the apex a little bit. That rain just continuing to steadily fall quite slowly, but it will end up having an effect on the grip very soon. I can definitely imagine, and that's when those on inters will have the advantage. However, I think it might have been a little bit too early to pit for them when they did. Now, there is Ren making a big move up the outside there on Dunsta. Next stick. Now, I don't think he'll have the DRS here. Should be able to get the place back. However, the fella in front of him also has DRS. And Mr. Cookie is losing place after place at the moment. RS hella high gains a place there up into 8th now. Ren closing in on M. Harry once again. IRS Dunsta also in that fight a little bit too. Mr. Cookie though, getting lots of time now. She won't be able to make any moves, but he is slowly gaining grip, as you can tell, because of these mixed conditions now. He's going to be quite slow. There's a yellow flag down in sector 3. That's someone up the top. It must be, I'm unsure. That's a slip from FML Stinky Pinky, who has lost his front wing. I don't know what's wrong now. Yep, Stinky Pinky losing his front wing. Off the track, Mr. Cookie gains a place up at the 10th once again into the points. Now, Dietrich Prince loses the place there. Now, we're just going to go on board here with Ren, who is very close at the moment. Now, it's up to the individual when they want to pit, but people will start having to think about it very soon, I think. Ren makes a move there up in past M. Harry, up into 4th position now. As well as that, we can see El Magico kind of just staying within, 4/10 of a Trustpool at all times there. But looking now at arm left here, that rain's starting to come down a little bit more now. It's slightly more noticeable on the track, starting to get a little bit damp. The rain's a little bit more noticeable. So our Inters runners, the main Inters runners, are in 10th and 11th at the moment. And that's a small spin there from IRS Hellhigh. Makes the mistake, forces arm left onto the grass there. He loses the place because of that mistake. Oof. Not the best exit there, but moving on here to IRS Donsta, who will be looking to get his place. That 5th place from M. Harry. IRS Hellhigh loses the place, or gains the place even, from arm left down into 8th now. So the pack is closing up slightly in the middle. The arm left gets another his place back again on those hard tyres. Now Iris Dance is going to be closing in fast and furious on M. Harry. Is using all his ERS, going 220 miles an hour. I don't know whether he'll bother. He does make the move. He brakes a little bit later. He gets the move done. Doesn't leave much. Leaves a fair amount of space, possibly. Arm left though, getting a 3-second time penalty. That is a yellow flag around sector 1. Who is that? I don't know. Anyway, M. Harry, this mid-pack fight getting very interesting at the moment. IRS Donsta as well closing in on Ren. So you guys now closing in. Now TC Stooge is within a second of Mr. Cookie, so I assume the DRS will be getting disabled this lap, or next lap I can imagine, because of that rain coming down. That rain's starting to get heavier and heavier all the time. How will the drivers react? That is the question now. These drivers here, so Almatrico, Ren, Iris Donsta and M. Harry, very close to each other at the moment. However, Rick Feed is steaming ahead at 8 seconds ahead of Trustpool there at the moment. Mr. Cookie still losing a small amount of time to arm left. I can notice him, but TC Stooge is quite close to Mr. Cookie at the moment. Very clever move from Mr. Cookie. Well, maybe not so clever, considering there's been no need for inters for 9 laps, and he's had them on the dry track. So maybe just a little bit hasty, but would have been such a good move if it had paid off for him. Such a great move. Would have been the strategy call of the century, if I am honest. No. Looking now, same kind of battles going on for third at the moment. They're within 1 second of each other. There's 3 laps left to go. No sign of the rain really getting any heavier than it already is. No sign of the DRS being removed just yet. I can't see that rain getting any heavier. There's only 3 laps left of the race. Another yellow flag there in sector 3. Can't see there being any more safety cars either. There is, I don't exactly know what's happening here. Didrik Prince is a lapped car, seems to be fighting the front runners here. Or maybe not, possibly. Anyway, rain continues to fall slowly but steadily. It's bound to have an effect on grip, but at this point I can't see much more pitting unless that rain gets significantly heavier. That's a yellow flag there once again. And Maltagood can't seem to get past Trustpool here. Trustpool doing very well to keep El Maltago behind him. We'll scroll down here. Now that's a yellow flag for Mr. Cookie there. Mr. Cookie Mr. Cookie's down a couple places again. He has spun a little bit, so his hopes of a good early call on the inters has not paid off for him, unfortunately. Just we live and we learn. Ren closing in on El Magico here. El Magico's been trying to chase Trustpool for a while, but Ren's really closing the gap now on El Magico at the moment. Arm left as well, if you look down. Looks like he is doing an excellent job at the moment. Side by side at the moment. Keeping quite quiet here. I want to see what happens. Side by side. He will have the inside line here. Breaks a little bit later. Gets the move done. Great job from Aram left there to get that move done. Trustpool now 10 seconds behind Rick. Rensen close behind El Magico as well. Quite close behind indeed. PRS still enabled, to my knowledge. Doing an excellent job here, Ren. I get a great run here. We'll really have the advantage coming under this straight with the DRS. Having a drag race here. That's a very slow Red Bull coming out of the pits. I don't know whether that might have had an effect or... No, nice and clean through this. Oh, under the grass a wee bit. It's going to lose a lot of traction there, and that's so unfortunate. That slow Red Bull, I think, ruined his run quite considerably. He's lost 2 places now because of that. Just so unfortunate. That Red Bull killed it. Oh! He's went into the back of El Magico. IRS Dancer hits the back of El Magico, sends him spinning. El Magico tumbling down the order. I'm sure he's not very impressed by that. IRS Dancer just breaks a bit late. Now that's a lapped car of FML Stinky Pinky just flying past. IRS Dancer now has the job of catching up with Trustpool in 1 lap. Rensen as well, very close behind them. Now, I feel very bad now for El Macho goes down in 7th, unfortunately. Mercedes getting the majority of the points in the constructors fight this evening from how it stands at the moment. Now, the last lap of the race, Rick Fee seemingly dominating qualifying and the race. 12 seconds, 11.5 seconds ahead of Trustpool. Now, threat of RS Donsta behind him though will be looming. RS Donsta goes a bit deep, will lose a little bit of time there. Now, unfortunately, I can't see him being able to make a move unless he's very quick. He's going to have to be perfect here between in this next sector. I have to have a perfect set of corners here, or else he won't be able to get past Trustpool. Not the best for him, and that is... Never mind, my game lagged, and he's close enough behind. Not close enough though, I don't think. Now, Rig V slowing right down across the finish line, does a big 360 in excellent fashion, very well done. Our winner of Monza, Rick V, A17, very well deserved for him. Aram left, the DNFs right at the end. Trustpool in second now, RS Dunsta in third, close behind. Harry gets a 5-second time penalty, unserved time penalty there for him, so down into 6th, El Magico in 5th. Not the result he wanted, I'm sure, but damage control. Stay now coming down, he will be in 8th. TC Sturge, also another rookie, in 9th. Palmer Brown as well. Great race from him. P10, Mr. Cookie then, doing so incredibly well, and just not even in the points. So he'll be really disappointed by that. I think TJ McGowan then coming in behind him. He will be the last one to finish this race. So that is our race. Bonza, round 12. TC Stooge, driver of the day by the game. It was a very interesting race indeed, that early safety car. And that rain as well definitely messed up a few people in terms of their strategies. So massive congratulations then to Rick, who wins this race. Also gets fastest lap of the race. So we'll go through the rundown of today's race. So as I've said, Rick, P1 and P2. The excellent job there from Trustpool. Used a good use of strategy there. Up into P2. IRS Donsta remains in P3. Ren he has in P4 there. El Magico in P5. He was doing very well. Just a little bit of a touch there, kind of messed him up. We have Harry in P6. High P7. Stay in P8. TC Stooge and Bomber Brown in P10. That is our point positions for today. Mr. Cookie then, outside of the points. Very disappointing for him today. TJ McGowan in P12. Aram Leth P13. Stinky Pinky P14. Dietrich Prince P15. Ernie Burney in P16. Kadiri in P17. Hazard P18. Chirac in P19. And we have, unfortunately, Crusader Champs in P20. He was out of the race almost right at the start. So hopefully he has a better race next week. But anyway, thank you very much, guys. That was a great race. Really enjoying my time so far in my first season of PRL. So if you stay tuned for the stream, thank you very much for watching it. And I will hopefully see you all next week. So yes, thank you much. English! Oh my goodness. Anyways, yes. It's not my fault, okay? I've done Irish practice earlier on today, so I can't speak. Anyway, thank you very much, guys, and I will see you all next week for round number 13. Bye.